WandaVision. Wow, this is by far the most unique creation that the MCU has produced. Buckle up, guys, because you're in for a wild ride. Basically, this video will be a quick rundown of the plot of the first 2 episodes, my opinion on the show, as well as a few theories as to where what we know might lead. Be warned, this will be a spoiler-filled review. So let's jump into it, shall we? But first, hit that like button and subscribe, it's much appreciated. Now that that's out of the way, here we go. Episode 1 begins with a 50s styles theme and shots of a neighborhood where just married Vision and Wanda move in. From this point, you kind of get an idea of what you're in for. Wanda acts as a stereotypical housewife, but with quirks. For instance, she still cooks, but by using her powers, and she can make the pots and pans float throughout the kitchen, stuff like that. Whereas Vision is the 50s stereotypical everyman, except for, well, he's not a man. But you guys get the point. The plot picks up just before Vision disguises himself and heads to work, when Wanda asks him if he remembered what special day today was, but of course he's oblivious. Then while at work, he's reminded that the special day is his boss is coming over tonight for dinner, so he and his wife have to prepare for this. Meanwhile, Wanda is under the influence that Vision knows that it's their anniversary, and she's prepared for that. Once Vision returns home, he's welcomed by candlelight. Then Wanda walks down the stairs in a sexy dress covering the boss's eyes, saying, "Guess who?" This was clearly a mistake, as she thought the boss was Vision. This creates a running gag about how this was a regular Sokovian welcome, as Wanda is a foreigner. The boss and his wife buy the excuse and prepare for dinner. A few gags happen back and forth about Vision and Wanda hiding their powers while trying to cook the feast. Then dinner is finally prepared. Here's where we get our first glimpse of the true point and inner workings of WandaVision. The boss chokes on a piece of steak and his wife keeps repeating the words, "Stop it. Wanda, stop it." The camera then uncomfortably zooms in on Wanda's face, who has a distressed look. She then finally snaps out of whatever trance she was under with a look of self-denial and says, "Vision, help him." Vision then helps the boss and is promised that promotion, and they snap right back into the 50s sitcom style, ignoring any hint of danger. Then the credits roll, or at least I thought. The credits of the show then slowly zoom away, revealing whatever we just experienced was being shown on a TV or monitor of some sort in a room where a mysterious figure was watching, hinting that Wanda is in some sort of purgatory. And that's it for episode 1. On the surface, it seemed just like a fun 50s homage with Marvel characters, but if you really pay attention and read that subtext, then you can sense something is slowly unraveling. Now for episode 2. Episode 2 begins with Vision practicing a magic act, which Wanda then walks into the room with a magic chamber, where it's then revealed the two will be performing at an annual talent show. The titles then begin. We're met with a cheery theme tune, which leads into our next scene. The scene begins with Vision and Wanda in separate beds as they hear a noise out the window. Vision gets up to explore, where he then quickly jumps back into bed as a thud echoes from outside. The two then hear a couple more thuds as Wanda pushes their beds together. The two then realize the thuds are being caused by a tree branch banging on the window in true classic fashion. Wanda then, using her magic, makes the 2 beds into one and the 2 go to sleep. If you pay close attention, time has passed a bit from episode 1 to episode 2, because Wanda's outfit has changed as well as her hairstyle, and the fact that they're able to combine the 2 beds together as one proves that it is now in the 60s, because in 50s sitcoms they were only allowed to have 2 separate beds, as one was frowned upon and seen as disrespectful. The next scene, Vision leaves the house to join a men's club at a library where he tries gum. He then swallows it, which screws up the gears inside him, causing him to act almost tired or drunk. Meanwhile, Wanda is at the house and heads outside, where she finds a toy helicopter in the bushes. The only odd thing is, it's in full red color, where everything is black and white. Just then her friend stops by and the two head to a meeting with the women of the town. Here Wanda meets a woman and the two become friends, where the woman leading the meeting starts behaving like a jerk. Once the meeting is over, this is where more of the mystery continues, as a radio starts talking to Wanda, asking her what she is doing. Then the jerk woman leading the meeting cuts herself on a cup she was holding, as Wanda zones back into the world and snaps back into reality. Air quote, reality, as the radio then shuts up. Now it's time for the talent show. This is where the two make fools of themselves, because Vision, being jacked up from the gum he swallowed, starts using his powers for real, whereas Wanda has to try and cover it up, making the trick seem fake. Wanda figures out he was acting wild because of the gum he swallowed, and she fixes him by taking it out. The two then head home and sit on the couch. Out of nowhere, Wanda stands up and it's revealed she is pregnant. Here the two kiss, and suddenly another thud is heard. The two head outside to check out what made the noise this time, and they see a manhole cover moving in the street. A man in a beekeeper's outfit surrounded by bees then steps out of the hole and looks back at Vision and Wanda. They stare back, and Wanda shouts no, as she then rewinds time back to when they were kissing by the couch. Just then, color begins to fill the world as we are now transported to the 70s. The credits then roll, and we are zoomed back out into the control room. The words, "Wanda, what are you doing?" repeat, and that's it for episode 2. So here we get a few classic gags, as well as more mysterious happenings that seem to finally be connecting a bit, while also raising even more yet to be answered questions, such as, who was the mysterious beekeeper, and what did he represent? Is Wanda stuck in purgatory, or in some facility somewhere? Or is this all her own doing as she was able to rewind time? It's too early to tell what exactly is all happening, but it will start to unfold in the oncoming weeks. What do you guys think of WandaVision? Leave your opinions and theories in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time on Midnight Reviews.